I wanted to do a quick video this evening to show the height of cut on the lawnmower versus the actual height of cut when it's on the grass. I have a Honda HRX 217 model, and I'm going to just flip it over here and show where the blade is. I have the blade is pretty much right at the edge of the deck. It's up probably just it's hard to see right here, but it might be a 1/4 inch up from the blade, from the deck. I'm gonna flip this back over. So on the driveway, I'm measuring about 3.5 inches to the blade. So that's on the hard surface. So if I'm going to put it on the grass, we can measure. And now we're at about 3.25, so maybe 3 3/8 to the top when it's on the grass. So that's a good point to remember, is when you're measuring your height of cut on the driveway or sidewalk, that it's going to be a little bit different than the height of cut when it's in the grass. Now I just mowed this today, and my grass is about 3.5 inches. Let's see if I can get a good spot here. And I'm going to come over to the one area over here, which might be a little bit better. And I want to also show you another issue that I had about 1.5 weeks ago. So here's on the edge, and it's about almost 4 inches right there when I'm cutting. So last week I put some synthetic fertilizer on. It was good for clover. I had some clover and some other leaves in the yard, and it did a great job on getting rid of this. However, on this little pathway here that I have between the road and the sidewalk, you can see a spot right there. Got a little bit heavy with the fertilizer, and I burned out a portion of the yard. And then over here on this side, you can see there's a little bit of yellow there that I burned out. Whenever you're putting fertilizer down, you get to the very end, you got that little bit left over. And some people call that the circle dance, to try to get rid of it and try to get it out of your container is best you can. I want to show you where my circle dance was. And I'll get the sun is, I'll get the sun towards my back right there. I had a spot here that I had my leftover fertilizer, and I put it in one pile there by accident. And I had a lot of clover over here, and I haven't been able to find any since I put this application down. The product I used was called Lockout, and I got that at my local Site One store, and it was doing good. It's a granular product, and I don't have the bag anymore, but I've had good success with it before. Normally I would do a spray and pray mode, and but I wanted to try this granular again. Now there's my yard. I just mowed this evening. I enjoyed the mowed this evening, and you can see some of my stripes there, my double wide stripes. And then I also have some over here on the side yard. where I was able to put down some double wides. So you can tell with the black right, the dark green right here, that's the property line. And so from this angle it looks very good with the dark line stripe showing against the property line to better define that. And I'll come back and I'll go the opposite way. I'm not sure how good it's going to be with the angle of the sun. And of course this stripe right in here is now light on this side. And here's my front yard. Again, I just did real quick weekday mow, I'm sorry, as just try to get that double mow in every week to keep me from cutting off too much more than 1/3 of your grass. And I did raise up my lawnmower this height of cut today. From previous times I'd raised it up 1 notch, and it seemed to put on a pretty good cut. On the Honda HRX, I am this spot right here is the highest setting, and I am one from the highest. And then I normally cut in the beginning of the year, I cut down at this spot, and then at one point I made an X there when I first got this mower, and that's what I was normally cutting at, which is really low. And I might use that at the fall, right before winter, for my last cut. So but I've never gone down to these lower parts. So here's my mower, the HRX 217 with the 190 motor. It's about 12 years old. And then I have a homemade striping kit that I put on, which is just PVC filled with sand and some aluminum brackets. And I drilled into the mower body here to put a bolt and a little angle bracket and some holes, and been working with this. Every year or so I need to replace the piece of the bracket, and this year it looks like I'm going to have to replace this. It's getting a little on the worn side, and it's been holding up pretty good. So that's what I used. The whole entire kit was material I had on hand, except for originally the bracket, but now I have some extra materials for the bracket that I use to replace as necessary. So it's probably $20 worth of material. Everything else I had on hand. So it's been a good mower for me, and very happy with it, and hope it lasts for many years to come. Well, thanks for this short video. Enjoy your mow this week, and I'll see you next time.